Now we good now. My bad. I had the YouTube volume up, so good looking out, y'all. I appreciate you. Restart the stream. No, okay. We good. We good now. Got thumbs up. Let's go. All right. So back to what I was saying. Like, let's go ahead and congratulate and celebrate a well-deserved victory for Back on Fig, Fig Community World Umbrella. They did something real beautiful yesterday. Brought all their homies, all their people together, and it was a smooth transition. It wasn't no any abrasive moments or anything like that. It was just, they was just popping their shit. And who could get mad at the motherfucker for popping their shit when they're going up against a bigger platform and the smaller platform just throw a knockout punch? You know what I mean? Like David versus Goliath, because like it was a knockout punch. I don't know how far it's gonna go. Hopefully, whatever. Who gives a? I don't give a damn. But shout out to T-Rail, AD. I can't name everybody that's on there, but T-Rail, AD, Pun, Gina Views, Pot Lord, House Phone, Blair, Yuri. It was another white dude. I don't know his name. And Fat Ass Flacco came through, and he wasn't scared. He wasn't nervous. So appreciate him coming through and doing what he's doing. He be going into bloody waters. You know what I mean, with a bunch of sharks around. So he did his thing. He stood his normal Flacco ground. Damn, you know what? I should have had some fucking coffee to drink because I'm tripping, nigga. But just I'm proud. I'm happy for them niggas because it was long awaited victory, But let's go into how the display in comparison of just how bad it was. You know what I mean? Fucking not fumbled the bag. This dude fumbled the bag. He fumbled the bag so badly. If you just look at what happened on Back on Fig yesterday and what they was doing and who was on there, just look at how their podcasts are doing or how productive they're being on their own platform. You know what I mean? He had all of them under him and they all bounced because the toxic atmosphere, the whack ass nigga that he was, you know what I mean? Like always loyalty over everything, man. But it was just a display, a straight display of how toxic one is versus how healthy one is. You know what I mean? Like the production, the positivity that is going in, and we trying to move into a new direction. But heavy is the crown of the clown who self-professed his own kingdom. Heavy is the crown, right? Heavy is the crown of the clown who crowned himself. This nigga is a clown who crowned himself, and it's like being blatantly obvious that he ain't supposed to be in this arena. No, it's no respect there. Like, if you're gonna be a stature in a certain arena, you have to be respected. And at this moment, there's no respect there. You know what I mean? Like, who is giving Cousins flowers and respect him? Not very many people. You know what I mean? It's just people are dealing with that platform because it is getting views and it is having content. But for the most part, who wants to go on there? Who wants to really, anybody that's successful, that is really doing something positive and growing in they art form, who really wants to deal with that platform? You know what I mean? Who really wants to be over there rubbing elbows with a snake? It's really people that are like trying to build and get, and they need him out of necessity. Like not anybody that's popping. Who's popping that's super successful that's going over there and just sitting down and talking? I'll wait. What's up, Havoc? What's up, Roachka? Go ahead. Who's over there being positive, that's growing, that's on some real shit? Nobody. But on our platforms, there's people coming in showing love that are really don't even have to. It's not necessary for them, but they're coming through showing love for the fact of what these motherfuckers is doing, what T-Rail, what AD, what Pun are doing, So let's just acknowledge that shit. And the structure that shit was built on was toxic. That castle, the reason why that castle is falling or is crumbling is because the structure that it was built on was toxic. The foundation was horrible. Look at all the strong pieces, like to the structure. Like he removed all the strong pieces to the structure that hold it up. They were holding it up on their shoulders or on their back. And what up, man? What's up? And he removed it. And what happens when you remove supporting beams, like the supporting structures of a building? That's just gonna crumble. And I truly believe we're witnessing the crumble of a building, of a castle that was built on negativity. And I could feel a shift in energy, like the energy is shifting, and all this whack shit that's being put out is starting to be seen for what it is. Whack, negative, nothing productive about it. Go through that motherfucker's like YouTube page and just stream through all of the topics, the thumbnails. It's all talking about other people. It's all negativity. It's no nothing on there that you would be happy to represent. So that's what I'm doing here. You know, I'm just trying to be positive and also always be open and transparent with the shit that we're doing. I'm never going to go in here and just be completely negative. Maybe he'll get his shit up. I don't know. But for right now, we celebrating this victory. Exactly. A fool thinks himself to be a wise man. A wise man knows himself to be a fool. That is a great quote. He's so full of himself that he can't see that he's losing. He's like, we see him like missing an arm, missing a leg. This dude sees himself still as like completely strong and nothing wrong. But, oh man, it was so bad. Them dudes was on there drunk, throwing up. It was a display of just disgustingness. Like, it was just such a good rollout for people to see how disgusting and distasteful that platform is. Nothing good came from yesterday. Like, it's like almost like you look at them and you feel sorry. Like, damn, y'all had to stoop to these depths for what? For what? You don't want to work hard? Y'all motherfuckers want to take the path of least resistance. And that's what it is. The employees there are who we saw yesterday on there. They're taking the path of least resistance. And they're going to a bigger platform and they think that it's going to just transfer over and, oh, I'm going to be popping. I'm going to be over here and I'm going to garner all of this earnings and views and content. And I'm just going to be popping. But that's not the case. You got to actually have character. You got to have something interesting about you. What are they doing outside of sitting on a platform, on a microphone? Who wants to hang out with you? Who wants to go have a beer or go chill and go have a good time? Nobody want to hang out with these cats. They're an embarrassment. And so unfortunate that he thought that he was going to bring that embarrassing ass. It was like the Trojan horse. He thought it was like the Trojan horse going in and soldiers coming out and destroying motherfuckers. But he thought it was going to be a great episode and he was going to be able to shine and get all of this out of it and make it toxic, negative. But all it was just a display of fucking clowns and jesters. You ain't did none of your homework on these people. None of your homework on these people. They just literally are clowns and jesters and willing to do anything for a damn dollar. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. This cat is over there. They drinking Modelo's, Hennessy. But this is your opportunity on the biggest, I'm pretty sure the biggest platform that you've had to be able to display what you are. Y'all been talking about all this talent that you have. Oh, you're so talented. Niggas is hating on me. And they hating on me because I'm so good and this and that. Yesterday was a complete display of how sad these people are. Lack of character, lack of morals, lack of integrity. All the shit that builds a man up to be strong. They lack a lot of that shit. It ain't too late for them. Hopefully they get their shit together. But for me, looking from the outside, looking in, I know he was embarrassed. I know he had to go in the other room yelling, screaming, kicking. Like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? He's so deep in the forest, he don't see the trees. He's so deep in the forest, he don't see the trees. He's so engulfed in hate and beating somebody, beating them to a pulp, do at home. That's how empires fall, right? They neglect certain areas because they're so focused on conquering this area, conquering this. They so focused on being ugly and nasty, and their pride gets in the way of trying to beat somebody to a pulp. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. You know, if y'all new to the page, hit the like button and subscribe, please. You know, but what a great time. All this, like I'm from Long Beach. I'm from the East Side. Where I grew up, we weren't an argument culture. Like, we weren't an arguing culture. Like, coming from Long Beach, men don't argue, men don't yell, men don't tell you, like, we don't tell you our next move or what we about to do. We act on what we're going to do. Boom, action. There's no lead up. Hey, I'm going to fight you, or I'm going to come over there and beat you up tomorrow at this time. Or one, I'm going to get mad in 10 seconds. 1, 2, and so that they could prepare for you. No, in Long Beach on the east side, we move in silence and we move like real, and that's something that I took to life. Like if you arguing with somebody and going back and forth, you already losing. You already losing. You already losing the battle because you're getting your emotions up. You're getting distracted by what he's saying. You need to keep your mind focused on what you need to do to conquer, to beat this person. And, oh, man, he's so focused on T-Rail that he's letting all his shit just go. And then, oh, man, the worst part. No, I don't want to say the worst part because I don't want to come off like that. He had a phone call come through. He was like, oh, I don't know who this is. It's probably T-Rail. You should have seen the joy, or hopefully you saw the joy on his face. He was elated that it was T-Rail calling him. The thought of T-Rail calling him. He was so happy. Watch this, it's T-Rail. Ended up being a grown-ass man, calling that fool babe, and what you want for dinner? Are we still, hey babe, we still eating dinner? In the middle of the circus that he had going on. One dude throwing up, one dude won't stop talking, one dude won't make a point on anything. He just jumps over here, talking in thirds. He says his name more than he fucking breathes, cuz. He says his name more than he fucking breathes. That's hard to fucking do. But you know how full of yourself you gotta be to do that? That shit is crazy. Then the other dude that got on that show and got on there immediately, tried to diss community AD, T-Rail. What's he doing? He trying to talk, answer phone calls, no iPod, no podcast etiquette, no nothing, just garbage. And he's sitting back looking like, damn, I destroyed what I had. I had something going on. But guess what? You had that by accident. You had that by default. People brought those successful dudes over there. People brought them over. You didn't bring them over. They came to get what they needed. And thank God that they left and went and did their own thing, and they're flourishing. Their trajectory is just going up. Like the media platform, they talking about all those people that were on that couch over there. That's what they talking about. That's what they saying is next. All those people over there, they got next. They on deck, nigga. All those people that was back on Fig is on deck. Aceboyrios is on deck. We wasn't over there because we not a part of what they had going on. But we support what they doing. We see the play. People are on deck right now, and the time is now. This dude is injured. Should you attack when he's injured? Should you just go full throttle? What y'all think? Go full throttle right now? Or just be of integrity and character and just move forward with what we got to do? Or should we keep our foot on the gas? The beast in me is like, keep your foot in the grass. Don't be done till cuz it's dead. Till his platform is dead. Till it's done. I don't know. What y'all think? Like, keep going? Oh, shit. And then the next morning after... The next morning after he had that phone call, this fool was having the most joyful dog walk and joyous, rainbow colorful dog walking situation the next morning. Somebody caught him. He had a man calling babe, asking if we still having dinner. The next morning, he had the most joyous, happy, color-filled, rainbow-hued walk in the hills I've ever seen. What was that? What was that? We know what that was. Was that the morning after dinner? Walking just with your dog and with your boo thing, whatever that was. I don't know. That's your problem. That's your prerogative. That shit is so funny. And I'm happy for what they did over there because that was a beautiful thing. Heavy is the crown of the clown that crowned himself king. Heavy is the crown of the clown that crowned himself king. He crowned himself king in a culture that has not accepted him. He thinks he's hip hop. He thinks he's rap or whatever this shit is. He thinks he's that. He's not even accepted in the culture, but he thinks he represents it. He thinks he's a strong figure in this culture. Motherfuckers is putting shit out here on the internet and is getting numbers because the viewers are wanting shit. The viewers are wanting to look at train wrecks. So we have to do our due diligence and support what's real, support what's positive, because we have to balance this shit out. We can't just keep letting these motherfuckers make all the money and doing all this and get to control the narrative. It's people that are positive out here that need some love and some attention and get their views up and get their subscriptions up. Let's put energy into that. We got to stop. Like, I try my hardest not to even look at, so how I look at videos or how I see the content, yes, don't panic. It's a couple others out there, you know, and I just watch what they post. I'm not trying to support that shit at all. I don't want none of that bad energy. Hater world up in here, let's go. Fucking lovely, what's happening with you? Yeah, we got them in here, man. This is a positive platform right here. And I'm sure there's plenty more out there like this, but motherfuckers ain't getting any attention or light because they're being bombarded with this ugly ass shit. Ugly shit. Just bombarded with this toxic fucking energy of oh, I hate you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna kill you. And then they're setting up fake shit on the platform. Where they do that at? Why are we letting this happen? We as viewers, we're the content viewers. What we want is what they show. You can't sell a piece of shit car if the motherfuckers ain't buying it. If a car is a piece of shit, it doesn't sell well. This content that they're creating is shit, but it sells well because it's not balanced. We got to balance this shit out, man. We got to make sure that we're showing the same amount of love to positive shit. Yeah, that's his. I wish we had an emoji with a clown and a crown on the clown. Suave could probably design that shit. Suave, get on it, cuz. And let's shout out Suave, man, because he fucking hooked me up. He's helping me along the way because I really not technically sound on this Streamlabs, YouTube, and doing the designs and the overlays. Suave is cold, man. So let's show Suave some love. I don't know. I don't think have I made anybody, what's it called when you give people power on your chat or whatever? I don't know. I don't think I've done that. But I see Roach Cuz is fucking lovely, has a blue. Okay, let's go. I'm with it. So let's take this time to celebrate, but let's not take this time to relax. Now is the time to push what we want. Now is the time to push the narrative of positivity. Mods, that's what it's called. My bad, mods. You know, my shit's fucked up. But now is the time to push positivity. Motherfuckers doing good shit. Motherfuckers doing shit in the hood for kids. Motherfuckers helping people that are unfortunate and spreading the word of how we feel out here and talking to y'all in a good way. I ain't trying to serve y'all no shit. We have a great platform. We speak to, like, I'm in my room, my little room, and I could be speaking to myself, but guess what? I'm speaking to y'all. And speaking to y'all gonna speak to people. What they say, tell somebody or whatever. It spreads like wildfire, but we have to start the fire. If we want this shit to spread and be productive, we have to start the fire, and we have to stop supporting what's not. And over there, it's not. Shout out Tiny, cuz, you know what I mean? We fuck with cuz all the way, man. What's up with you, Tiny? But let's not get lackadaisical. Let's not get content with like, oh, that was a great thing. We got to keep going. We got to go expeditiously, like there is no tomorrow. And I just want to say thank you to all y'all that's actually viewing and here watching. I just picked a random time because I didn't want to step on anybody's feet or interrupt anybody's live. Not like I'm a major player or anything like that, but just out of respect, you know. So we're witnessing the fall of an empire. There's like 4 key elements: economic issues, social issues, cultural issues, and environmental issues. And they got all of those over there. Environmental is toxic as hell. Motherfuckers don't feel comfortable over there. Motherfuckers fighting left and right, and people coming up there trying to take people out. Who wants to work in that environment? Who wants to work in that kind of environment? Cultural. It's such a cultural divide This dude is somebody who's a monster trying to come into a culture and expose people, and horrible. It's horrible. People gonna be leaving. I see it. I see people leaving right now. They missed the target for sure. They for sure missed the target. Nah, you saved the evening stream Apollo on a 1 month hiatus. Okay, so Apollo usually goes right now. All right, cool. Let's go. But I just want to keep y'all updated on stuff with me that's going on. So I got reaction videos. I got lives, just like right here, a live. And then I got Coffee with Rios that we're supposed to be dropping Mondays. Every Monday we're going to be, I was trying to figure out if I was going to do Sundays or Mondays. And I figured we'll do a Mondays, get the week started with a good message, you know, talk about some shit and be on some productive shit and get the week started in a good place, a good energy, good vibe. And then we'll start doing the reaction videos. We'll just drop them during the week. I'm not sure what day, but I do have to figure out my live spot. Like, I don't know where we'll go or what we'll do. I think Wednesday. Is it Wednesday's looking good? It's got a lot of openings. It's whatever y'all think, man. Shout out King, dedicated. Shout him out. We fuck with all of them. But we talked about all that shit. We got it off our chest, and now it's time to move forward. No more what pun say? No more free shit. We ain't talking about them no more. We're moving forward. We're doing us. We're building up. We're doing all kinds of shit. And with the new content, we just going to keep building on that. We got the conventures coming real soon. I was going to go out today on conventures, but my daughter has soccer. I won. She's got a championship game tomorrow. Shit always be coming up. We got, I can't say too much, but it's coming, you know? It's just it is what it is. Shout out to the Raiders. Let's go. We fuck with the Raiders. We Raiders over here. Don't hate. I support y'all and y'all team. Y'all got y'all shit going on, but I fuck with the Raiders, baby. So what y'all doing on this lovely Saturday? It's a beautiful. It rained out of nowhere, and what's up with that? Cause like it's just raining for no reason, just out of nowhere. Like damn, boom, it's raining. But fuck that. So Flacco was over there. That's the big topic of discussion. Flock was over there. Y'all think Cuz is on the move? Y'all think he see the play? Win, lose, or tie, Raiders. Let's go. Y'all think he's on the move? You think he sees the ship burning? Ship going down? He's about to bounce and go somewhere else? I see it. Like him or not, Flacco is good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. Now imagine if he just stepped his shit up a little bit in the right direction. You know who ain't got no skills, no talent whatsoever? Beyonce, whatever that nigga's name. That shit touched another nigga's leg. That motherfucker said, damn, why you keep touching my leg so much? Because you got sexy thighs? That's your answer? Because you got sexy thighs? It was all the wrist movement going on, all the wrist movement happening. The jeans with the open toe sandals. Y'all call it for what it is, man. A flunky. Crash and burn. Crash and burn before he even started. Call somebody's kid sexy? Really? Calling another man's kid sexy to his face, and people just sitting there like, nah, that you should have used a different word. That's like, they call my daughter sexy, my child sexy. It's an issue. It's a real issue. One throwing up. This nigga saying you a beautiful white. You a good white. He went over there and massed up. Yeah, Massa. Whatever you say, Massa. You on this whole black pride and a movement for the black community, and this is what you need to do. You just exposed that you just fucking crazy and stupid. Dumb. Went over there and sucked up that motherfucker, man. You sucked him up. You look despicable on there, and you got kids. They got to look at... Imagine that being your dad. Imagine Bees being your dad, and you got to look at your dad doing some shit like that to a nigga that's accused of pedophilia and all kinds of crooked shit, letting his wife fuck all kinds of people, and then exposing his best friends for shit and just being a snake person. And you as a father, you go on there and you suck that nigga's dick. You damn right about that. Money is a powerful fucking drug. Ain't that powerful though. For what? He did that for what? He did all that ass kissing and dick sucking for what? To embarrass himself. It was a lose-lose situation. He lost on every aspect. People were interested in him, I think. People showed interest in him. Like he had enough to say that it made it interesting, but nobody paid attention that the motherfucker wasn't saying shit. Talking in circles, not saying shit. Talk about this and then jump over here and then lead over here. That nigga was trying to keep him on task. Like, wait, let's talk about the pod. And that nigga was trying to have him talk shit about Keem. He's just trying to throw dirt on shit like, oh, what about Keem and this and that and TDE. That nigga ain't, man. It blew up in their face, and I'm very happy about that. They had the Trojan horse, and they thought soldiers was going to, nigga, that, nothing but bullshit spewed out of that Trojan horse, man. Nothing but bullshit. I ain't going to talk about the other two. I don't even give a fuck about them. Niggas ain't got no, fuck them. It's all about us, Ace Boys. Fig Community World, back on Fig, community. That shit to talk about and move forward in that we don't have to spend any energy over there. None whatsoever. I went today to go look at a travel trailer, trying to go buy an RV. So that might be happening in the next week or so. We'll see if I pull the trigger on that. But I got some good ideas for that. So just get ready for that. Method Modelo, huh? Like, damn. Y'all saw the screenshot of comparison side to side. It ain't no comparison. Now, if they do that, I think that'd be dope. If they do that, I think AD said once a month, they all get together on whoever's platform and just do a reunion. I think it'll do good. Like they vibe very well with each other. They have history with each other. And I didn't know Yuri was I don't know who the fuck Yuri is. I've never met him or I didn't know nothing about him. But they gave him a lot of credit yesterday. A lot of credit. Multiple times. Multiple times. All right, I don't want to beat a dead horse because I don't want to beat a dead horse. But the nigga that smashed cuz wife just put another porn star in the hospital. Or that's what is being said. So you let your wife smash the type of cat that can put women in the hospital. And that's you follow that up. You follow that Louisville slugger up, huh? Damn, it's a cold world, man. It's a cold world. And that's why I'm saying, man, be a good person. Just be a good person. That shit catches up to you. If you just all negative, all toxic, that shit catches up. It catches up. Who pioneered the streaming shit? Yuri? They was giving him mad props yesterday. He's smart. He must be smart. He must have got his shit together. But imagine following up Louisville Slugger and to your wife, not let alone just a chick on the street that you messing with. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she fucking with this cat. No, that's your wife. She debuted her man to woman shit, fucking a nigga that just put somebody in the hospital because of how he's swinging. That dude is hurt. I think that sent that dude. That shit sent that him smashing his wife sent him to what y'all saw him walking in the morning. That's how far he got sent off that. That shit hurt him so bad. You saw who he was walking with this morning. You saw who you heard who called him. That's how broken he is. He said, fuck this shit. I'm going over here with these colors over here. No problem. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Do your thing. But it's a lot going on, man. A lot to keep going, a lot to build off of. We had the Rolling Loud shit was popping. You know, I don't go to concerts and shit like that, but it was popping. Six was out there, Gina was out there doing their thing. AD out there singing this shit. Leader belonged to the streets. Adam hate black people now for sure. Man. He's just in a hateful world. He in a hateful world. He's in a bad place. Somebody should check on him. People who love him should check on him and see how he doing. W the umbrella. W6 for being out there. He was working, man. 6 be working too. He was putting shit together. These young niggas is smart. These young niggas is technically sound. Somebody go check on that white dude, man. Go see how he doing. We don't want nobody doing no bad shit to themselves or anything like that. Go check on him. He had a beautiful platform with great members, and now he don't. Maybe one, maybe two good ones. That's it. It was like 10 to 12 motherfuckers sitting on that couch. Heavy hitters. And that's the other thing. People like, oh, man, y'all not getting paid. You can't get paid. Stop counting people's pockets. I've been paid. I own my home, my mortgage. I don't need shit. I like getting on here to talk to y'all about what I want to talk about. Mental health issues, being a good person, spreading love, spreading joy, helping people. This shit is cool. What do you say? Man, that nigga is not a part of TDE. I think he tried to be a part of TDE. Maybe at some point he has something to do with them, but he don't. Come on. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. You think that nigga, you think that display is anywhere in the building with Top? If not, if it is, guess what he's in the building as? A fucking jester. Y'all know what a jester is? The motherfucker that comes to entertain the king. He just come around to juggle, do some magic tricks, and motherfuckers laughing at you, not laughing with you. That's it. He drew logos for $10. Yeah, he didn't put that money away. He didn't draw enough logos. How many logos can you draw for one place? Niggas, it's probably niggas all over the place that have design shit for companies. They don't mean you a part of that company. Nigga, I bought a product off you. I had you do something. That don't mean you a part of this. That nigga is not TDE. Yeah, we on, man. We really on. We really on. We popping right now. And we popping our shit. No clown behavior over here, man. Ain't none of that shit. Like, if we got an issue, we gonna talk about that shit. We're not the kind to sit on what we feel is wrong. Something's wrong, and we just gonna sit on that shit and just let that shit fester and turn into some bigger situation than what it is. You feel wrong, you feel something is wrong, say something, speak out, communicate. That shit's easy as fuck, but not if you a coward. We're not cowards over here. Ace Boys ain't nobody scared. We're not scared of shit, but we smart. We intelligent. We're not gonna crash out. It's so easy to go viral. You know how easy it is to go viral? Just say a whole bunch of negative shit, yelling, screaming about some shit that you don't even care about. Some shit you don't know nothing about. Just get on there, yell. Talk bad about somebody. I get on here, talk about bees, and I could just go in on him and about this and just make up shit. He's so ugly and dirty and this and that, blah, blah. And just go. And that's a viral moment, get clipped, and it goes out. It's easy. That's low-hanging fruit. That's low-hanging fruit. Nobody wants that. Like, that's the path of least resistance. Nah, I want to struggle. I want to do the work to get to where I want to go. I want to be able to have a nonprofit and be able to help kids with scholarships and giving shit out. Be able to go to elementary schools or junior high schools and be able to give shit that we've earned to them. I think it's about servitude. It's about service, man. I've lived a great life and I've built a great life. I have great things. I have everything I prayed for. Now it's time for me to pay it forward and to give back to what I've been given. At a point in time in my life, there was a time where I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was so lost in it, I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it just took the next moment, the next moment, the next moment, one step at a time. And it got me out. And I look back and I did it on my own. I built myself up. I was my own mentor. I didn't have a mentor. I was my own mentor. I turned myself into what I needed. I turned myself into what I needed. And now I'm that for other people. I'm that for everybody. I'm a positive voice for everybody. I'm an active listener and a positive voice for whoever I come in contact with. They could be on some complete bullshit, but I'm still there for them. I'll hear them out, but I'm still going to share my opinion. I'm going to give my positive feedback and move forward. Keep blessing selflessly. That's what it's about. Giving back. How much do we need? How much do you fucking need? Close that door, Sky, please. Thank you, baby. That's my niece. But when is enough enough? I don't need nothing. I'm happy. I got what I prayed for. Everything now is just cherry on top. Everything now is just blessings on top of blessings. I lied my way into SpaceX interview. They interviewed me. They say, so, have you ever done anything mechanically or this? I said, yeah. I changed out the suspension on an old school car before. They said, oh, what was the first thing you did? What was the first step? What was the first thing that you had to do? Caught up. I had to figure out something to say real quick. Like, oh, well, I was just helping the homie and I basically was just holding shit and doing this, but I was there. I was trying to learn. Got the job into SpaceX. I wasn't no mechanical dude. I wasn't mechanical. First day, I was up in the rocket, inside the rocket, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. But I know that I was going to work my ass off to become successful and to build in there. And you got to do what you got to do. I think they probably wanted me to be a fucking janitor when I got up there. The motherfucker was showing me like custodian shit and this and that. And I was like, oh, okay, this is what y'all niggas want me to do? Y'all want up here? I saw the first nigga I saw with a badge and buy an engine. I went up to him. It's like, hey man, I shook the dude that was walking me around. I shook him in SpaceX. And I went to my boy, who's now my homeboy, learned a lot from him, went up to him like, hey, they told me to come check in with you, dude. He said, they told you to come check in with me? I said, yeah, man. And he had his name on his shirt, and I said his name. I said, they said to come check in with such and such, such and such. He was like, oh, shit. Well, come on. Then you on the team. And it was like a trial thing. You know what I mean? If you succeed, you get a permanent job. It was like temp to hire. I got in that rocket. I had my phone in there. You ain't supposed to bring shit inside the rocket. It's supposed to be a clean space. I'm just up in there just like a nigga. Like, what we doing up in here? Oh, what's those COPV bottles? And the dude that I was working with, Greg, he was like, hey, I need you to go get a crow's foot, an extension, a torque wrench, a quarter-inch this, a whole spew of things. I didn't know not one thing he said. Not one thing. But I took it. I said, hey, you know what? Let me write. That was a lot of shit. Let me write it down. And he was like, you ain't supposed to have your phone in here. I had an iPhone. He was like, you ain't supposed to have. I was like, oh, damn, my bad. I forgot it was in my pocket. Wrote down all 10 things, 15 things that he said, and took my ass to the bathroom and Googled all that shit. My first 5 months at SpaceX, I was just Googling shit, acting like I knew what's up. Just Googling. Oh, shit, what is this? Oh, how to pressure test the rocket, how to pressure test the first stage, second stage, all this shit, prop lines. I didn't know none of that shit, but I was willing to outwork and grind everybody. And they was firing people left and right. But I outworked and grinded to where I ended up becoming a lead and making a career out of it. It's what you do with your situation. You don't have to do some bullshit. You just got to work hard at it, man. I worked hard at it. I ended up building, I don't know, like, I'm not even lying, probably like something like 30 rockets. I done sent shit to the space station, supplies to the space station, all kinds of shit. And what was like, oh, you an astronaut. You didn't, nah, nigga, we just regular. We are regular niggas, regular men, but we just have to put our best foot forward. We just have to be focused on growing and coming up, you know, and doing our best and focus. When you focus in on something, you unstoppable. And you being positive, it's impossible to stop you. Yeah, the ISS. I had a rocket blow up. I had to go pick the parts up in Florida and try to puzzle piece that shit together. Yeah, that's how I started in aerospace, and then made that into a career. And then I went into the electromechanical field. Now I build electric boats. It just is what it is, man. But yeah, that's how I got in. Through it, lied in the interview. They caught me, and I had a good mouth. I was like, good game. Like, oh shit, you know, and they fucked with me, and they let me in, and I never looked back. Never looked back. They probably wanted me to be a fucking custodian. Went in there, became a prop integration technician, a lead propulsion integration technician, avionics testing, all that shit. That shit ain't hard. Anybody can do it. They just keep us away from that shit. Salute from the Chi-Town. What's up, Chi? Chicago? I salute all y'all. It ain't easy out here for any of us. But the harder it is to get to where you got to go, the stronger you are at the end. If you don't give up, you're going to be a freaking beast. You don't give up, you're going to be a beast by the end of that challenge, that trial, that tribulation. You're going to be not only equipped for what you were trying to go, but you're going to be equipped to do other things in life because of what you had to do to get to this one point. To get here, you don't have to just do one thing. To get to the point that you want, you have to do a bunch of things well. You have to get good at a lot of stuff. You have to overwork and work out and do this and this. And that's how you become strong, because you're not just preparing for the job at hand. Nigga, I'm preparing for the job above that. I'm learning everything. So when preparation meets opportunity, when the opportunity comes, you ready. I think there ain't nothing I can't do. Nigga, I've been doing that. I've been doing that since I got here. Let's run it. Run it. What you want me to do? Pressure test this, do this. Oh, you want me to run this team? I've been running this team. Let's go. I just ain't been getting paid for it. But preparation meets opportunity. Everything ain't about money right now. And when I first started at SpaceX, money wasn't shit because we was temps. Money wasn't shit, but guess what? Turned that into a motherfucking bankroll. Stock. Got my house. No mortgage. In LA. In a prominent, in a beautiful black neighborhood. And motherfucker wouldn't know. They think that these motherfuckers on videos and doing shit and showing money, they think these the niggas with money. These the niggas that's doing the right thing. That's what they want to emulate. Nah, it's these low-key motherfuckers, man. It's the low-key cats. This is what success looks like. This is what rich looks like. Like, I send my kids to private schools. They do whatever they want. Whatever they want. Because we worked hard. My wife worked hard. My wife busts her ass doing what she do. You gotta work for that shit, man. Be a beast. I was a mechanic in the Army. Hire me so I can be an aerospace technician, rocket mechanic. Man, go to SpaceX. That shit's right on Crenshaw. What they got? Virgin in Long Beach, or maybe that shut down. What's the other one they got out there? Fuck, it's so many rocket companies that are building their rockets based off the Falcon 1. A rocket is easy to build. If you think about what a rocket is, it's just a controlled explosion. It's the spaceship that's on top, the Dragon. That's the intelligent shit. But building a rocket, nigga, you just building a controlled explosion. All of us could do that shit. Aerospace ain't shit. Nigga, I've been to county twice, been to jail. Nigga, I had a defense security shit. Nigga, I was going on all kinds of shit. I didn't know that that's what it was. And now I look back on it and I even appreciate it more now because I got so much knowledge from that shit. Just by trying to get better and trying to focus so I could be ready for the next thing. You got to be ready every time. Prepare for what's next. Don't let opportunity meet you and you be like, ah, shit. Our opportunity, the opportunity finally meets you and you got to fake it, and you end up failing because you didn't do the work to be good at it. Do the work. All of us. Go to the moon if it's easy. I'm pretty sure they could if they focused on that. Ain't no money in that shit, man. Ask yourself, what's the money? Where's the money in that? SpaceX is smart, man. Look at what they're doing. They turned intergalactic space travel into a business. They're recycling rockets. They're re-landing rockets. It used to be you had to build a $100 million rocket and lose all that money and go off into the ocean or land where it land, and it's just done. Now they recouping and recycling rockets. They bringing that rocket back down and using it again. Space travel. Motherfuckers is smart, man. Y'all got to think beyond what you think is cute to say. Oh, I'm going to say some cute shit. Nah, it's funny. Nah, niggas out here really getting it. Comments is funny. Years ago, I joined the Army. Remember staring up at the bunk at like 3 a.m. for a party, and I used to tell myself, fuck this shit. 10 years later, I'm still in it. Embrace the suck. Grab a straw, because that shit's going to suck. It ain't supposed to be easy. I worked with a dude at SpaceX. This is another story. Woo-wee, this motherfucker was cold. A little, where was he from? Guatemala? Like, he was either Ecuadorian, Guatemalan, so like one of them countries, right? Little short motherfucker. Probably like, I'm not even joking, probably like 5'3", 5'4". And I was a lead, and they brought him on my team, and they was like, hey, this is such and such, he's going to be here. And he came, and he was just like, everything he did was like a robot. But he was good at everything. It was nothing he couldn't do. I could put him on the prop lines. I could put him on the inside the tank, outside the tank structure, whatever, anything. He could do it. He was skilled, but he was just like a machine, just like. So come to find out, he was an ex-Navy SEAL. The ex-Navy SEAL. I used to work out with him. He taught me, oh man, so much shit. But when he first came, I remember he told me something that I will never, ever fucking forget. And I when people drop dimes and gems, I use them for my life. I say, you know what? I'm going to use this shit because if he did that and so wait, let me just tell the story. I'm not going to say no names or reveal too much shit. But him and his higher up, I don't know what that's called, like your general or your lieutenant, your sergeant, both got captured by the Taliban. Taliban throw him in the trunk. They driving off. Taliban run over an IED and blows this nigga's elbow off. Why they in the trunk? So they get out the trunk and start running. But they get captured and they have to go into like whatever torture shit or whatever. They pulled this nigga's teeth out. They pulled his teeth out. And his molars, started with his molars. And so I'm being his lead. We having lunch and I'm just trying to like, this nigga's telling an intense story that I'm from the hood. I don't know nothing about this shit. So I'm just trying to like say things to like keep it engaged like this. I'm like, oh man, this nigga is not blinking. I was like, this nigga's on drugs or some shit. But he wasn't blinking and he was telling his story. And so me trying to like, I was like, damn, that shit must have fucking hurt. Having him pull your teeth out. This nigga looked at me and said, it's supposed to hurt. I said, you damn right it is, cuz. Like, yeah. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. This nigga was a Navy SEAL. He's got a Purple Heart and all that shit. He told me about that movie, about all the rest in peace, all the Navy SEALs that died, the worst day ever. He told me about that before a movie or anything. Like he was giving me like this stuff like that. He would almost damn near cry talking about that. And then that movie came out about that shit, the Navy SEAL movie. They mentioned him in that. I worked out with him. Working out with him led me to working out with other Navy SEALs. And there was this cat this black cat that was on the cover of SOCOM. It was a video game called SOCOM, and there was a black dude that was on the cover of it. And he was on some Ninja Warrior show where he was like Navy SEAL versus some foreign special unit. And he was like cutting the heads off of shit. Like, I forget what Roy something. I trained with him. He was training young niggas to go to Buds. And my old ass was training with these young cats. But I was in the best shape of my life. And I say that I read this book, The Power of Now. It just had me on one where it was just like, I'm going to be in the moment. I'm just going to live in the moment. Nigga, I was in the middle of the ocean, side stroking, combat swimming, side stroking. And my swim buddy, my swim partner at the practice, he seen me freaking out in my eyes. Like because when you side stroke, you swim looking at your partner. So your partner is doing a swim and you're doing a swim together so that you guys can see if you're struggling or something happens, you can react. He looked at me, he's like, hey, calm down. But at that moment in my head, I was like, nigga, I'm not even a swimmer. I'm not even a good swimmer. But I was in the middle of the fucking ocean swimming back and forth. And I had like almost started freaking out. But he looked at me, he's like, hey, calm down. Just breathe. Focus on breathing. And so at that moment, I thought I was done. But we had to do a whole nother swim. This was after the swim practice in a pool. Tying up uniforms, putting up bricks in it, dropping it. Don't come up until it's untied and then put the shit on underwater. Nigga, I wasn't like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this shit? But it was the best shit I ever did because it prepared me. Working out with those cats. And these cats, you would think that the most in shape, hardest worker would be like this cut up motherfucker that's buff and ripped. The coldest dude, you can even see a muscle on his body. But his mentally, the nigga was unstoppable. He was like a beast. He couldn't be beat. He couldn't be stopped. He would just keep going and going and going. That's why you got to tell yourself, what is it that we have, the drive that he have to get into the Navy SEALs? What is our drive to success? What drives us? What was driving him to be that great? What drives us? Our family, our kids. Suave was in the military. He was a Marine. Yeah, he was a Marine, I believe. But yeah, working out with those cats, working out with that dude, having conversations with him. He taught me how to shoot, all kinds of shit. Like, took me to the shooting range. We used to go swimming. Like, nigga, like, much respect to the armed forces, to the Marines, to the Navy, to the Air Force, everybody. Shout them out. Did I forget somebody? Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Shout out all them. I tried to get into the service when I was younger. My criminal record was too bad. And I had a tattoo on my neck. Yeah, Suave was the man, dude. But needless to say is just continue on your path. Continue fighting. Don't give up. You might give up and what you were going for is right the next 3 feet. Just continue through. What you were fighting for 5 years might be just 3 days away. But you stop and say, fuck, man, this shit ain't happened yet. And you quit right before. Then you benefit the next nigga that come behind you. All he got to do is work 3 days and get it. And that's when people be like, oh, shit, how that nigga, he ain't do nothing. Like, he stayed with it. He went after it when somebody told him no. That's like the dude, I forget what book it is, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Think Rich, Grow Rich, some shit, where a motherfucker bought a piece of land and he was digging for gold or whatever. And he had been digging these tunnels for forever, long ass time. He gave up because he didn't get nothing. It wasn't worth it. He gave up, sold his land. The motherfucker that bought the land hit the biggest payload. Hit the biggest payload. You know how fucking pissed you be? Doing some shit for forever and then give up and sell your shit to the next man? And he benefit off all your hard work. All your hard work he benefits off of. That's some cold shit, man. That's some cold shit. It's hard to deal with. Don't let nobody benefit off your hard work. It's like a cold game. You working on a girl, you got a girl, you've been spending so much time with her. You done built her up, or she done built a man up, whatever, vice versa. Built you up to help you build yourself to where you're at and this and that, and you build this person all the way up only for them to leave you for the next person. Like, nigga, I put in all that work, built this motherfucker up, they gone. Don't let it detour you, though. You have to be able to lose all your winnings in one toss. Lose it all. And never speak of it again and build yourself back up. And never talk about losing it all. Just go build yourself back up and get it. That's a poem by Rudyard Kipling, man. The book Power Now is by Eckhart Tolle. Read that. Think Rich, Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all that shit is good. But there's a poem by Rudyard Kipling called If. That's a cold, hey, if you have a son, read that poem. If by Rudyard Kipling. At the end of the poem, he says, and if you do these things, son, you will be a man. And it's just, it breaks down like really what we be going through as men. And he did this shit in the 1800s or some shit. This poem was written a long time ago. And he broke it down so perfectly that it is just like so powerful. I use shit from that also. There's things that you like throughout life, pick up the pieces. Find things that you can do. Find things that you can add to your tool bag. You're never done. You're never done growing. You're never done getting strong, getting stronger. They say there's always somebody better than you or better than you. Yeah, it's me because I ain't reached my peak yet, nigga. I'm better than me. Me in 3 days is better than me right now. Me in a week is better than me right now. Me in 3 years is a dangerous motherfucker. Who you talking about? It's always somebody. Yeah, that somebody is me. The person that's better than me right now is me in 2 years. That was a dime. What's up, man? Salute your service, brother. Suave getting all the love. Let's go. And you know, if y'all want to like start like talking or building your podcast, Streamlabbing or whatever, hit that nigga up, man. Suave can build you some shit up. He gonna charge you. It ain't gonna break you though, but he will have your shit set up nice. Hit up Suave. If you trying to start your streaming, your podcast, he'll make it easy for you. This shit was overwhelming for me. I told you I got ADHD, compulsive disorders. Like, nigga, I got some shit. He was very patient. Of course, Pun, Manny, everybody. I can be the kind of person that asks 1,000 questions, or I could be just talking a mile a minute. And he was patient. He hooked me up. And Paulo Coelho is an amazing. Yeah, he did. Paulo Coelho did The Alchemist, right? Yeah, I fuck with. He did Accra, some shit. Paulo Coelho is dope. I'm gonna show y'all my book collection one day. Yeah, I love reading. Reading is vicious. And now you can get audibles. You can get summaries of reading. There's so much shit out there. Another good book to read is How to Win and Influence People. How to win friends and influence people. Some shit like that. That's another good one. Of course, everybody know about 48 Laws of Power. It's a fucking, to me, 48 Laws of Power is an evil book. It's an evil book if you duplicate what it says. But it's a great weapon to have because you can see what that book talks about. You can see when somebody's trying to use that against you. And you could combat that shit. Like, nigga, you trying to use a smoke screen, or you trying to do this, you know? Basically what a smoke screen is, nigga, is like when you slap boxing and nigga be like putting his hand over here and make you look at that shit and then he slap you with the other hand. That's the hood definition of smoke screen. You know, you fight the nigga, you make him look over here, you hit him with this one. That's the smoke screen. Nigga, it's bait. Look over here, look over here. Bam. Suave, they better take a number and get in line behind me, cuz. Oh, yeah. Art of War is good. You know why I like Art of War? Because I do have attention issues. And so Art of War is so good because as my vision like goes off, like the reason why I like doing Audible is because it's only one page. It's not 2 pages. Because I'll be reading and I'll be looking over here and then I'll go on to the other page. That's how I'll really like go to the other page before I'm done. But Art of War has the little sections on the side that's like examples of what they're talking about. Like they'll tell you this strategy and then they'll tell you who used that strategy on the side. I think that's Art of War. And it's so perfect for me because of my attention deficit, nigga, that I'll read that page and then like as my eyes wander off, it wanders off to more reading in more detailed fashion about how to use this and how to use that. Art of War is a dope book. Art of War is dope. 48 Laws of Power is dope too. It just helps you learn how to step on people, how to get to where you want to go by any means necessary, which I don't believe in. I don't believe that shit. I still think that that's like path of least resistance. Never tell somebody how smart you are. Never tell somebody how hard you worked or how easy it was to get something done, because then they're going to put more and more on your plate. But what if somebody can learn from you? What if the person next to you can learn from your strategy? They tell you to keep your shit close and not share because it's about you individually trying to get here. And then once you got it, this is how you keep it. It's very, I don't want to say selfish, but it's very much so about the individual. I'm more so about the group, about all of us getting stronger and growing together. But it's a good read because then you can read it and use that when people try to come at you with some crooked shit. Message to the black man in America. Real shit. Message to every man in America. Real shit. Another good book is, I hope I'm saying it right, the Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. Have y'all heard of that? The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. The movie was banned in America in the 60s or the 70s because they thought it was going to start a revolution in America. So they banned the movie so that you couldn't watch it. They thought black people were going to take over the world because the book was so powerful. And the book was about black people taking over the world and how the revolution started. It's a cold motherfucking book. It's a good read. It's a really good read. It'll keep you interested the whole time. If you want to watch the movie, go to YouTube. And I hope I'm saying it right. The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. Sat or slept outside the door. Or out or by the door. One of those, you know. But that is a great fucking book. It's a great read. And that dude is so cold. Oh my God. He went into the CIA and learned all they shit. He became the best at what they taught him. He thought he was about to get a job as like a spy. He went into there, became vicious. They gave that nigga a secretary job. It was just a ploy to get the black vote in America. It's so relevant. That book is so relevant to what's going on right now. Everybody, read that motherfucker. It's so relevant to what's going on right now. Like they gave that nigga a bone just so that they could get a vote. So this nigga think he gonna be a spy. They gave that nigga a secretary position. A secretary of a high up in the CIA. But guess what he did? The whole time while he was there, he learned everything. Practiced, used the gun range, went to physical fighting shit. Every opportunity he had, he used every single one to the max. And so he became the coldest nigga. He became a cold motherfucker trained by the CIA. Guess what he did? And guess where he was from? He's from Chicago. He took all those skills he learned from the CIA, everything he learned to be the beast, to be the best at what he was. He quit after like 9 years. He wanted to quit respectively, like where they don't follow him afterwards so it doesn't raise a red flag. He took all that shit back to Chicago. He took himself back to Chicago. And what'd he do? That nigga assessed, addressed, and adjusted. He assessed who the best gang was, who was the strongest, had the most potential out of all the gangs in Chicago. He addressed them, told them about this, and he basically became like their mentor gang leader, and they started following him. And then he told them what the adjustment was. He told them what the end plan was, what the goal was, and that shit was to start a fucking revolution. And that shit is cold. The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. My bad. I went off on a whole little tangent. But read those books. Read books. Books just, and if you got my kind of problem, like my attention problem, get the Audible. Or read it where it's just one page, or get the summary. They have these new apps that you can put any book into, and they'll give you a summary of every chapter, or they'll give you a summary of the book, and it's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the book. None of the fluff. All this AI shit out here, dude. We should be the smartest motherfuckers out here. We should be the coldest, strongest motherfuckers out here. That's just real shit that I'm just talking. But those are some books. I don't know how I got to that, but those are some books that I think you should read. There's another book. Sister Soldier did a book after the coldest winter ever. It was called Midnight. I just gave it to my godson, Manny's son, who's my godson, Lige. I just gave it to Manny to give to him because it was one of the books that helped me along the way. You know what I mean? Like it was really, I love that book about how this little boy grew up and he came from Africa. He's the opposite of Flacco. You know what I mean? Little boy came to Africa, was in the hood, and had to like adapt to the hood and build himself up. His name was Midnight. And he had to protect his mom and his little brother, his sisters and shit. Like, that's a cold book by Sister Soldier. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do a book. Maybe I should I'm gonna add that to my shit. I'm gonna do a section of book reviews and books that I think can help you, the books that help me grow. That's some good shit. That's some positive shit, nigga. Yeah, I'm coming up with stuff. Let's go. I'm gonna start doing book reviews and like telling y'all about the books that I think are amazing or help me along the way. Another book is by two people, Bradley or some shit, but it's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. The emotional intelligence is so important. It's like you have IQ, right, which is intelligence, like your problem solving skills and shit, but you also have an emotional quotient. They call quotients, like intelligence quotients. Emotional quotient is so valuable when you know what your emotions are and why you feel the way you feel or what made you feel that way, and you can contain it and control it. Once you control your emotions and the way that you move, you become a vicious motherfucker. You become a dangerous motherfucker. It ain't about being the strongest, lifting the most weights. Yeah, be in shape. Get this strong. Get your heart strong. Get your heart strong. Be smart about who you are. Know you. You should know you better than anybody out here. Nobody should know you better than you. We're all individuals. All of us are strong. But emotional intelligence teaches you why you react certain ways. Why did this fucking trigger you? Why did that make you want to fight this nigga? What is it about you that made that acceptable for you to fight? What was it? Oh, that person laughing at you? Oh, you insecure. Oh, when you were this and that. Oh, okay. So you got to look at your subconscious like a child. Like if a kid was at a playground and they fell down or did some funny shit, you just laugh at them like, oh shit, this little kid is funny. That's how you need to laugh at your subconscious. You got to control that shit. If you can control your mind, your brain, and how you react, you become immensely stronger. And people will notice that shit. People will want to be around you. Emotional Intelligence 2.0. It teaches you how to be a witness to your own emotions. Instead of acting on your emotions, be a witness to it. Witness what's going on. Be a witness to your subconscious. You know how sometimes your mind will go off into a tangent? Laugh at yourself like, nigga, you went there. You tripping, nigga. Like, and then move forward because you're aware. Self-awareness is key, cuz. Self-awareness is key. And you know what? I got into this podcast and shit, and it was a different arena that I never read or knew about. And I think some things had me acting in my old character. Some things were triggering me to act in my past. Certain things people will say or this and that. No, I don't think that shit is funny, cuz like niggas ain't laughing. But that's the old me. Because I'm in an arena, in a circle that I'm uncomfortable in and I'm not aware. So what do? You resort back to the worst you, nigga. Like, let's go, cuz. Like, nigga, what's happening? That's because you're resorting back to what you're comfortable doing. You're uncomfortable, so what did you used to do when you were uncomfortable? Let's get cracking, cuz like win, lose, or draw, nigga. I know how to deal with this energy. Nigga, my hands used to shake when I get into like difference of opinions or somebody would say something, my hands would shake. Wouldn't even be able to say what I wanted to say. Couldn't even try to argue or do some shit because my shit would be fucked up. So what do? Nigga, let's get cracking, let's fight. And it would make me feel better because all that energy would just like leave after the fight. All that shit would leave. But that's just a violent nature, which is not normal. We shouldn't have a like just lashing out in violence. Nigga, like you can't communicate and talk, cuz. Come on. Oh, another good story. What? Look at this. I'm sorry that I'm going off on a tangent, y'all. Like just let me know when I'm just doing too much. But look, there's a guy or girl, I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but on Instagram, that was bagging on me. Like everything that they were making posts and shit and bagging on me and saying that I don't got no money and I can't fight and this, like trying to poke me, right? Like poke me. But I'm so aware and self-aware that some of the shit that he or she was posting, I was laughing at. I almost reposted it, but it had other people tagged in it. So I didn't want to offend other people. Like, nigga, why you repost that shit? That's talking about. I thought it was funny. So I messaged that motherfucker. I said, hey, I know it's at my expense, but that shit was fucking funny. Good shit, nigga. Keep your shit. Keep doing what you do. You kind of good at it. And it was at my own expense, but I still thought it was funny and it was good. And so the next time he did it again, he posted something about me. He or she posted something about me, and I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was like lazy. I thought like he didn't do it as well. Like the cutouts of the face and shit wasn't proper. So I messaged him. I was like, hey, I fuck with you. I feel what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not hating on you, but I think you could have done it way better. Like I think you were like got kind of lazy with it. Your last one was funny as fuck. This one was like kind of like you try to rush it out. And he responded, blah, 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 like, okay, you know what I mean? And so from me not allowing him to make me hate him or allowing me to be mean, allowing him to affect how I treat him, that motherfucker has helped me with so much shit. So much shit. He said, you know what? Well, no, bro, I can't even hate on you or be mad at you. You know what beat it? You know what beat him? Love. Being a good person, wanting him to succeed. How do you be mad at a motherfucker that wants you to succeed when you're talking bad about him? The nigga was bagging, talking bad about me, but I still wanted that nigga to succeed. I said, hey, that was good. That was actually funny, cuz. Keep it up. You're doing good. What is him bagging on me? How does that hurt me? It doesn't hurt me. If he could benefit off of that shit and it builds his platform or whatever, nigga, go at it, nigga. Talk your shit. And the next time, I didn't think it was that good. I was like, it was like a little shabby. Like, you seem like you didn't put your all into that, cuz. He thanked me, appreciated it, and this nigga be helping me with all kinds of shit. In my inbox, giving me advice. He the one who told me to put captions on. No, he told me to put music. He told me about the Splice app. Like, when you guys have long-form videos, you chop it up into, you put it in a Splice app, and you could make it the frame fit like YouTube Shorts or Instagram, whatever. But he's the one who is giving me information. Somebody that started off hating me, and I threw love at that motherfucker. Threw well wishes at him. I threw well wishes at him, and guess what? He's an asset to me now. That's an asset. He helps me. He calls me out like, hey, you got to do this. That shit wasn't right. You got to put music behind that or do this. It's an asset. Now, that could have went the whole other way. I could have been like, hey, man, fuck you, cuz. Like, nigga, why you on me like that, nigga? You want problems? Like, acting ugly. But what would that have done? Nothing. It would have fueled his fire to be against me. I don't want you to be against me, but that's not why I'm helping you. That's not why I'm giving you advice. You can keep being against me. You're not hurting me. Now, you physically doing something or you do some step out of line, cross a boundary, that's a different story. But the nigga's just making content. So I hit him with well wishes. I wish you the best, cuz. Keep it up. You got a lot of potential. Nigga said, man, I can't even hate on you, cuz. Like, nigga, I fuck with you. And then he broke down reasons why he didn't fuck with this and this and that and this and that. I was like, hey, man, to each his own. You're allowed to feel the way you feel, cuz. But so I'm allowed to feel the way I feel. We can agree to disagree. Nigga hit me with some shit like 2 days later. I was like, God damn, nigga, you ain't gonna say good morning, cuz? And he was like, my bad, man. But we don't know what somebody's going through. I've said it in my videos. You got to speak life into people. We're not speaking death. Fuck that. We're never speaking death into nobody. We're speaking life. That's all I'm about, man. You know, I'm with that. But I turned an enemy into a friend just by being nice and being supportive of what he's doing. That shit is cold. I wish I could. I'm not gonna say or expose, but I wish I could. But that's not how I get down. But that is when something like that happens, it helps you move around in life. It helps you know that what you're doing is right. Like, damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not reading these chats and shit. I don't know if I'm supposed to read these chats because shout out Trey, cuz tap in, nigga. I can't. My eyes is too fucked up. I can't read everything. But yeah. Let's stay on this positive path. But when stuff like that happens, it's like reassuring. Like I know I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm moving in the right direction because things are happening for me that normally wouldn't happen. I'm not drinking and doing shit no more, being crazy. I have my issues, and now I'm moving in a light where I'm being blessed and good things are happening, and I can feel it in the air. It's about to start happening for all of us. We just got to stay the course. Being nice and being good and doing positive shit is not easy. You're gonna get slapped in the face. People gonna shit on you and say, "Oh, nigga, you stupid for doing this." But don't let nobody discourage you, man. Ever. But yeah, I think I am gonna add the book thing. I think that'd be very, very beneficial to a lot of people. Reading books and certain books that help me change my shit. So the main ones are Power of Now, Emotional Intelligence, Midnight, um, Emotional Intelligence, Power of Now, Midnight, The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door, Think Rich, Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all those shits. And you know who's got a great list? Nipsey got a great list too of books that you can read. Right. And the cold thing is about like the books. I read them multiple times. Like you'll go like a year or so or whatever, and you're like, damn, I want to read this shit again, or I want to read this chapter. Or read about this. You just go back into it, and it gets better every time you read it. Real on Discord. You know what? I'm gonna get my Discord popping. I'm gonna get my Discord up and running, and get some shit like not necessarily like how Pun has the his Discord, but where I can interact a little bit more with you guys, with the family and friends and people watching, because I value all y'all opinion. You know what I mean? Like we're all what was the fucking shit? We're all for one, one for all. You know what I mean? Like we're all stronger together. So everything you guys say, if you guys think I'm doing something wrong, or I'm saying something, I know that I say too much, and you know what I mean. And I'm trying to work on those things to get better so that my message can flow better and it would be more powerful without those hiccups in there. Um, Look, I just said it. So when I fall into a dead space, do you guys want me to keep going? I was trying to stay on for an hour and a half. Is there anything in particular y'all want to talk about? I feel like I got a lot of shit off my chest, and I'm about to start working out. So you guys can hold me accountable because I have fallen off of working out so badly. I need to get back out there and get back to it. I used to run track. I used to run for a living. Tap in with David Goggins real so you can take this to the next level. Hey, David Goggins is a cold motherfucker, man. That dude changed his whole life and changed his mindset. That's how you know it's just about mindset. And just taking the time to just like, you know what, fuck this. I don't like who I am. I don't like who I am. That's gonna be my next live. We're gonna talk about that. Not liking who you are and forgiving yourself and pushing forward and becoming a better you. That's something we all can do. We all can get better. Yeah, come on, fat boy. Fuck you, nigga. That nigga. I ain't working out with y'all niggas, cuz that's the nigga Trey. I ain't working out with Sed, Mansoor, or Trey. Manny or Trey, nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna start on my own, and then I'm gonna just progress to working out with people, nigga. I'm gonna just fuck that. I ain't trying to die, nigga. I don't see a problem with two men fighting, even if it's to the death. Am I wrong, Reels? So fighting to the death, right? So if you think about death, who said that? What about fighting to death? I don't know who said that. God damn it. Honestly, I don't see a problem. Chavo TV. The thing is about death, we minimize that shit because of what we've been through. So we minimize the impact of death. Killing somebody doesn't just affect them. Killing somebody affects their children, their mom, their sisters, their whole family, their friends. And if you could get through a situation without having to kill a motherfucker, fighting to the death, I don't think it's ever necessary. Now, if somebody did something where, whatever. But a fight is amongst men. You can admit to losing in the middle of a fight. You can admit to not wanting to go any further. I don't want to fight and beat nobody to death. What's the message in that? How does he learn? How does he become an image of progression? How does he become a lesson for somebody else? Oh, don't do that because you die. It's more of an impactful message when he can see, when people can see, like, damn, them motherfuckers had their differences. They came together, got in a physical altercation, but they were men enough to shake hands and move forward. And maybe they still deal with each other. Some niggas that I fought back in the day became some of my best friends. Nigga from my nigga Lil Bam, nigga from 20s. Nigga, we fought the first day we met each other. Was it the first day? I think it was the first day we met each other. We got down. Nigga was inseparable after that. Inseparable. My nigga to this day. So I would say try to turn bad situations into a good situation. Try to flip that shit. If you got to get down, you got to get down. You got to catch a fade it up, catch a fair one. But can you make it beneficial to more parties than just you? Can it benefit more people than just you and your pride and ego? Like, yeah, I beat that nigga's ass. Who does that help? Just you? As fuel to your pride and ego? Nah, man. Yeah, sometimes we gotta fight. It's just life. But sometimes it's bigger than that. How do we build out of this? How do we build inside of our community out of this? Kind of think outside the box a tad bit, a little bit about that. Rios talk about reinventing yourself, becoming a new you. So, all right, that's a long topic, and I'll get on it. So through without touching, because there's going to be subjects that I'm going to talk about throughout, like Coffee with Rios and lives and whatever I'm doing, but not to give it too much detail. As a kid, I dealt with unnecessary trauma that a child shouldn't have to deal with, which a lot of us in the hood deal with. But some of it was family inflicted trauma, but they knew no better, right? So you got to grow up fast, and you build like a certain kind of hatred inside, and you really don't even realize that you're only hurting yourself. Like the hatred that you're building, the anger that you're building, trying to prove a point and do this, you're only hurting yourself. And so I hurt myself so bad. I think when I was, I niggas know, like when I was 15 or 16, I had a DUI, a hit and run, commercial burglary, like all kinds of shit as a kid. You know what I mean? Like I was just moving way too fast, but I was just trying to prove a point that I was with the business. And then now that you prove the point that you with the business and you ain't scared to do shit, I would do shit. Like if somebody would show that they were scared to do something, I would go do it just to like, nigga, I ain't scared. Nigga, I didn't hesitate. I never wanted to be in a situation where I would hesitate for any work, anything. I would just go at it. Small nigga too. Little nigga like, damn, that little nigga with the business. That little, I used to hate motherfuckers be like, pretty boy or this and that. So I would fight up against it, just go do whatever. And niggas would be like, damn, nigga, what's wrong with you? Why you tripping? But it was to show. So that was a portion of what caused me to go into a hole as coming up, was just fighting those demons, and even more so drugs and drinking and getting into that, and then looking up and like, damn, I done dug a hole before I became an adult that I can't even get out of. Like, nigga, I got this record, I got this and that. And so I tried to join the services, right? I tried to join the Navy, and they was like, oh, you got to go get your GED. So I went to go get my GED. They didn't even let me take the test or nothing. I went and sat down in the Air Force. I went and sat down in the seat in the Air Force building, because they be kind of close to each other. Like the Air Force and the Navy was right by each other. So I just naturally went into the first one. And I sat down, and the white dude that was in the Air Force was like, I remember that shit. The nigga didn't say not one word to me. I went to sit down. I was like, he was like, I just got up and walked out and went to the Navy. We didn't say not one word to each other. And I went to the Navy, and the dude, I think it was I don't know if it's Filipino or not, but it was a cat. He was like, yeah, you're going to have to do all this stuff. You got to do a lot of work to just get in here. So, and I had the tattoo on my neck already. I got that when I was like 15, 16. And went in there, and he was just like, hey, you're going to have to do this. You don't got a high school diploma. I had got kicked out of high school for certain reasons. He said, go to adult school and get your GED. And I went to adult school, took some time to get my GED, took my GED. I'm just being honest. We all throw parties and watch Floyd fights and boxing, period. And you know it's a significant possibility of brain damage and death. Shit, maybe I'm too honest. I don't know. What's it? Okay. Um, and so I went to go get my GED from adult school. And finally, I got my GED, but it was enough points to where it catapulted me to get my high school diploma, enough units, whatever. And then I went back to the Navy people, and they was like, oh, now you need to get some college units. So I went and got some college units. I did one semester, I got like 11 units. And then I went back, and he was like, all right, cool. Now it's time. We got to go get your record from the courtroom. I said, nigga, now you want to... I was like, now you want to fucking get my shit? Like, why did we not go over that first? Why didn't we say that first? He's like, you think it's something in there? I was like, I ain't got nothing major, but it's some shit in there. And so we went to the Long Beach courthouse. He pulled out that fucking shit, and it was like, and I think I had already tried to get my shit expunged, but whatever access he had, it was just like a long ass list of like misdemeanors and all the shit I did, all the bad shit. It was like before I was 18. I was just like, and so he was like, I'm sorry, man. I don't think we're gonna be able to fuck with you. He didn't let me like move forward. So that shit fucked me up. It kind of made me rebel. Like, you know what? I can't even go fight for my country and go be a soldier for my country. Fuck everybody. Like, nigga, I'm about to go out here and be a beast. I'm gonna go even harder. And I did. So that was a long string of just like chaos. I look back on my life. It's a lot of people I don't remember. It's a lot of things I don't remember. But it was a period of chaos, like just straight chaos. And something brought me out of that, and I was like pursuing a relationship. I had my first son, Jason Jr. And when I had him, it kind of slowed me down a little bit, but not really. I still was like fucking up and doing shit. But once he turned 2, I met my wife. And she showed me something that I didn't know existed. Like, I didn't know this was real. This goodness was real, and something this good could deal with me. Like, at that time, I used to just I would go to jail instead of paying tickets. I would go to county and just go to county instead of paying the tickets to the court. Because you would only do like 10%, less than 10% of your time. And then you would do that and you wouldn't have to pay the money. And so I like had warrants and tickets. I would let them just get out of control, and I would just go turn myself in. I was going to turn myself in, and she was like, we were dating and dealing. She was like, nigga, no, you're not about to go to jail. I was like, I'm just going to go for a couple days and I'll be back. She was like, no, that's not happening. And from that moment, when she stopped me from doing my norms, like stopped me from being my natural destructive self, and started saying, no, you got to do it this way. And it took a good woman to be introduced to me. Not that I don't have good women in my family or this and that, but someone that I was into, that I loved, that I wanted to be with. It helped me change everything about myself. Not because of her, because I wanted to be great. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be what she was for me. And it took a woman, and she showed me so much love from her to my son that I just was like, I was compelled to be a better man. I was compelled to be a better person. I was compelled to provide and say, fuck this. I'm not using any of this shit for excuses anymore. There are no more excuses. Go get that shit. And I changed my shit. Slowly. It wasn't rapidly, just immediately. It was just through time. It was through time and taking steps. And like when she used to, we first got together, she was like, let's talk about this and that. I used to say, I ain't talking like that. That's for, such and such. That's weak. We don't talk about our emotions. I wouldn't talk about no emotional shit. Never. She would try to talk about it like, that's weak. That's for weak niggas. Weak niggas don't talk about shit like that. That's how far gone I was all the way to where I am now, where it's like, yeah, we got to talk about this. But from being with her, I've been married 14 years and I've been with her for 16 years. And through this relationship and having to communicate what's going on throughout our relationship so it could get better and better, I grew as a person. It didn't happen overnight. It's a process, and she never gave up on me. I feel like nowadays people give up super easy. Like, nah. It's a wrap. Like, you did this and that. I'm out of here. She never gave up on me. So now, but now at this point, she's benefiting from all of the hard work, all the trials and tribulations that we've been through. We're both benefiting from that shit. Nobody else outside of us, like I'm not about to go somewhere and somebody else benefit from what we built together, and it's vice versa with her. Like, we both grew with each other, through each other, and putting God first. All and praying, staying prayed up, putting God first. That's a real thing. Like, I believe in God. I pray over my enemies. I pray over my families. I pray over my friends. All that. My kids are praying kids. They grew up like, we're not the most like churchy household, but guess what? We fear God and we believe in God. What's up, y'all? We got 360 people in here. I cannot believe that shit. Like, I'm so surprised and happy about that. Like, that you guys find it interesting enough to sit here and listen. And we started off how we started off, and we ended up here. I have a feeling that my brain, when I do my lives, is going to start off one way and then go all the way over here. And I apologize if I veer too far off, but hopefully I could get better and grow and get more productive in my conversation. But I appreciate y'all for listening and dealing with my issues that I got. And trust, loyalty, family over everything. Loyalty over everything. Because if there's loyalty, you don't have to second guess shit. If you know your brother is loyal, you ain't got to second guess when that nigga come and say, hey, we got to do this. It's some shit we got to do. What you going to say? All right, let's go. Because the loyalty is there. And through the loyalty, you trust him. You know he ain't going to do nothing or put you in a situation or her or whatever. Not just your brother, but they're not going to put you in a situation that's going to, that they wouldn't put themselves in. Like, let's go. What movie was that? It was with Ben Affleck. And they was like in Boston or some shit. It was a cold movie. And a nigga had a homeboy, his baby mama's brother, but they super close. Came in, Ben Affleck came in. He said, hey, get the bats. We got to go fuck some people up, go beat them up. But you can't ask me shit about it. This nigga's response, as he's sitting there looking at TV, that nigga said, who's driving? Not who we fucking up, why we fucking him up, why we doing this, and all these questions. Only question that nigga had was like, okay, what car we taking? That's when you know loyalty is there, nigga. Like, that, I wish I could remember the name of that fucking movie. But it's such a good fucking movie, though. It's dope. And they bank robbers. The Town. That's what it was. It was called The Town. The Town. He went in there. He saw some people fucking with his girl. Went to his boy's house. Was like, hey, we got to go fuck some people up. I don't want. We need to. I don't want to do that. He said, nigga, what car we taking? With the business, and that's how your brother should be, nigga. I know Trey, Pun, Manny, and multiple others that you don't know ain't ever gonna call me if it ain't serious. If they call me, I know it's on, nigga. Niggas ain't calling me for no bullshit. They calling me because, nigga, it's serious. Let's go. And I'm willing to go there for my brothers. And I'm willing to deal with my family, my kids, and stand on what I stand on and say, hey, if it goes the wrong way, be like, Dad had to do this. I love y'all, but you got to stand on what you stand on, and we got to protect each other. That's how we build our community out. But yeah, The Town. And another vicious movie, The Accountant. I don't know if y'all seen The Accountant with Ben Affleck, but him and his brother grow up to be vicious, but they on different sides of shit. The Accountant is cold-blooded. The Town, The Accountant. And I'm also a movie buff. Me and my son are movie buffs. Like, I love movies. I love reading. I love watching movies, all that shit. So, yeah. Trey call in. I don't even know how to do that shit, man. He gonna call in for no reason. Oh, but just on this shit, I'm going to have it where I'm actually going to do like a dual screen thing where it'll be split and he'll be on one side or I'll be on one side and we can talk and discuss shit, whatever the topic is. It's like, he's going to have this same shit too. Trey's about to have this shit too. He's about to go live real soon. He's just building his shit up, designing it. Manny, same thing. Nigga, like, it just took us some time. We We're not podcast niggas and live type niggas, but we're learning and we're growing. We all gonna be on here. He gonna have his own shit. And you gonna want to hear the shit that nigga got to talk about. I guarantee you. Entertaining is an understatement. That's our little juggernaut apocalypse little brother, nigga. That's our little Terminator little brother. Our little battery ram little brother, our little big brother, nigga. That nigga got some shit to talk about. Rios, you see Adam at Costco, what you do? See, that's the kind of question that we don't need to ask. Why do you need to know that? What do you need to know that for? What happens, happens. You want me to put it on the internet? What I'm going to do to cuz? I plan on doing nothing to that nigga, man. I plan on being mature enough to laugh at that nigga. I plan on being mature enough to laugh. Despicable. Just look at with with disgust. Look at him with disgust. Like, God damn, that's what shit looks like in real life. That's what a piece of shit motherfucker that don't give a fuck about nobody. That's what you look like. Ugh. I don't even want to touch a dirty motherfucker like that. The timing is crazy, Rios. I was at a breaking point where I was gonna. Oh shoot, dang it, I lost it. The timing is crazy, Rios. I was at a breaking point where I was gonna just say fuck it and just fucking with y'all really motivate me to take it all in and keep moving. Stay blessed, my brother. Man, I appreciate you sharing that, man. Like, that's never the answer. Never take it out on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, never take it out. Never abuse yourself. Like, don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. It's pointless. You don't even know like how effective you are in other people's lives. Somebody could be looking at you every day from across the street and gaining motivation and inspiration from your life's lessons, like your life's tribulations, trials and tribulations. It could be building somebody else up. And then the moment you take yourself out or the moment you abuse yourself, it kills that. Like, damn. Don't hurt yourself. Don't take shit out on yourself. We all struggling through life. And that's the other thing. Like, we all struggle. We all have hardships that we deal with. But the thing is, we're not sharing that shit. We're not sharing what's wrong with us. Damn, what's wrong with you, Jay? Nigga, I got PTSD. I got ADHD. I got anxiety. I got stress. Nigga, I take this. I take that. Like, nigga, I got all kinds of shit. I've been through all kinds of shit. And I'm sharing that shit because I'm not embarrassed. And being open and vulnerable and transparent helps other people. Like you said, you looked into the Ace Boys and we helped you through some shit. Now, what if we would have never done this shit? What if we'd have just kept all this shit to ourselves? Kept it close to our heart and not shared? You wouldn't have been able to gain anything from that. And so that's what's happening with us is that we're freaking not sharing our problems. Damn, what's wrong with you? What's bothering you? We're not sharing that shit. And we're dealing with it on the inside, and we may overcome it, and we don't share it because we're embarrassed or ashamed or don't want people to look at us like we're weak. We're human beings. Everybody got some shit fucked up with them. Is it even fucked up? Is it just that you're just an individual? What is that? Oranges in the chat? Let's go, cuz. Shout out back on Fig. For sure. Like, if you don't share, like me as a married man, if I'm going through some shit with my wife, and I'm keeping that shit here and not sharing it with nobody, how does Trey learn from that shit? How does my godson learn from, damn, uncle's going through this and this is how he built himself up. This is how he dealt with this situation. This is how it worked or this is how it backfired. But no matter what, if it works or it doesn't work, it's still a learning lesson for other people that didn't have to go through it. We don't share shit. We're too proud because we're at the bottom. And we think that all this shit is going to damage us, is going to hurt our character and how people look at us, and we're not going to be able to grow with that shit. But if we all be transparent and open and share with motherfuckers, we're all the same. I might be going through something that your son, your baby is going to go through, or I went through something that your son is going through, and you can use what I went through to help him. Like, oh, I know somebody that did this. This is how this happened. So how do we grow and get better if we're not sharing what's wrong with us? Ain't nobody perfect. We the most perfect motherfuckers on the outside. We want to just walk around just looking great and just fucking destroy it on the inside. You know how many people are in a place like right now that they look amazing and they just got everything going on, and then you talk to them like, hey man, you know the shit you dealing with, it's okay. I love you, man, and if you need anything, I got you. That shit like that will break them down because they on the verge. They holding that shit inside. That shit is fucking deep. That's why I say speak life, not death. Help motherfuckers, man. We all need it as a community. Community. Nigga, we all need it. Look at the shit T-Rail is going through with his brother. It's playing out on the platform. And look at how he's dealing with it. You may agree or not, may agree or not agree. But you're getting to see it. You're getting to learn from it. You're getting to see his brother, how he's doing, but you're getting to learn from it because niggas ain't hiding that shit. I appreciate them niggas. People say keep your family business off the internet. Yeah, whatever. Don't give too much detail, whatever. But by that playing out, it's a life lesson for thousands of people. Thousands. That get to see some shit play out and be like, damn, this is how I did this. You know what? I like the way he handled this or he handled that. T-Rail's got his marriage out there on the platform, and you can look at that and see like, okay, this is what I would do, I wouldn't do. But we have to start getting into the nature and into the habit of sharing what's wrong with us. Hey, how was your day today? Shit was fucked up, cuz. Like, nigga, I'm pissed off about having to go to work and work for the white man. But you know what? I got to go do what I got to do so I can build myself up and build myself out. I put myself in this situation, so I'm going to dig myself out of this shit. People don't be ready for a real reply. People be ready for, how was your day? Oh, it's good. Nigga, you start saying how your day was 6 words into the sentence. If it's longer, the motherfuckers are still walking by. Hey, how was your day? It was actually fucked up. Like, damn, nigga, where you going? I was going to tell you how my day was fucked up. Do we actually want to know? Do we actually care about the next person? We got to be the change. As the viewer, as the family, whatever this content world is, we have to be the fucking change. We have to demand more of motherfuckers. We're tired of this ignorant, fighting, arguing shit. Be tired of that shit. Fucking gossipy, ugly, toxic ass shit. Let's be over that. Let's be about good content. Let's support motherfuckers that's trying to build their families and be on some positive life shit. That's what I'm on. Support me, nigga. If y'all don't know anybody else out there doing that shit, support me. Support Dedicated, nigga. Nigga talking about being a dad. He got clothing lines that's called about being dedicated. What's the fucking thing he be saying? Present, not perfect. That's a cold saying. That quote right there, present, not perfect. Nigga, don't miss some shit because you're not perfect, nigga. Just be there. Be in the stands. Witness that shit. Be there. Just be there. Nigga, that's not just for your kids as a dad. That's a cold statement, cold quote for anything. Nigga, just be there. Just be there for support, nigga. You ain't gotta be perfect. You're never gonna be perfect. If you wait until you get perfect, you're gonna be waiting forever, motherfucker. Get the fuck up and just go. You got these niggas that say, oh man, you know, my baby mama is this. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what your baby mama. She could be motherfucking Medusa. Nigga, go over there and keep your eyes closed, bitch. I don't give a fuck what's going on, who she is. Unless your life is on the line and you could die by going over there, yeah, avoid that shit. And it is some women that will put hands and make it and go to jail, that kind of shit, yeah. But there's so much shit that you could do to make an effort, as in an iPad, a phone, FaceTime. It's so many ways to contact and be in your child's life. Nigga, be present, not perfect. Your kid don't give a fuck if you broke, nigga. They don't give a fuck. What they gonna remember is that you was there. Every time. That shit means a lot, nigga, being present. I'm gonna give me a dedicated ad too. That motherfucker Keem. I'm waiting for him to give me one. I want a black and gray one, actually. I want a black and gray dedicated ad. I don't know if he has that color shit. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna go support Keem. I've been lying and saying I'm gonna get one and haven't got it. I'm sorry, cuz I'm gonna get that shit. Don't allow a situation to stop you from seeing your fucking babies, nigga. Kind of shit is that? Nigga, if you get off at the graveyard shift and you getting off in the morning at 6 and 6:30, nigga, go see your kids before they go to school. Go bring him a donut. Like, you know what? My dad brought me a donut every day of my life, nigga. He didn't do much, but that nigga was there every morning with a donut. That shit means a lot. Being present. And then you become consistent. And your babies is like, now I can reside in my dad. I trust him. I know that nigga's going to be out there this morning. When they open that door, they know your little silly ass is going to be out there with a donut looking crazy, but you there. You provided what you could provide, but you were consistent and you were there for that person. And that's not just for children. That's for everybody. Be present for who you care about. Be present for your loved ones. Be present for your friends. I'll tell you one thing. That nigga Rios never had no motherfucking money, but he was always there. He was always there to support me. Nigga, money don't fucking matter. And people be saying the chili, oh, nigga, you need chili to pay the bills. Yeah, you need money to pay the bills, but what are your bills, nigga? How expensive do you want your bills to be? Are you living beyond your motherfucking means? Chili is only that important when you want to do extra shit. Now, if it's just to get day by day, keep working, whatever. Get stronger, get better. Work harder. I love that shit, though. That present, not perfect. There may not be any stronger quote, nigga, and more aligned with dedicated. Nigga, I'm going to be the motherfucking salesperson for this nigga Keem. I'm going to sell that shit for it, that nigga. Dedicated. Being dedicated to your children. Being developed to their upbringing. Developing your children, being there, being consistent with what you have, not with what you're dreaming to have for them. Nigga, you may have only a fucking 3 pairs of shoes and 5 outfits, but you're there. Being there means more than everything. Nigga, go ahead and send your kid money for the rest of their life and they never see your ass. I guarantee the child that saw their dad every day versus the kid that got money from their dad every day, guess who loves their dad more? Guess who appreciates their dad more? Guess who has a better relationship? The nigga who's there. Be the nigga that's there. That's for everybody, man. Be the woman that's there. Be the wife that shows up for her husband. Like, I know she can't cook worth a shit, but my baby is there for me anytime I need her. My husband is out of shape and fucking ugly, but guess what? That nigga is supportive of everything I do. Be that for people. Be that consistency for people. And watch how your life gets better. Dedicated. Present, not perfect, cuz. Let me get a black and gray one, cuz I want to dedicate it. And then on the back, I wanted to say present, not perfect. That's a new hat, nigga. I want 10%, motherfucker. I'm selling that shit. My dad was the only one that paid child support, but I never kicked it with him more than 2 times. All my sister's dads was there 100%. That shit hurts. That shit hurts. Jeff Spicoli. Nigga, hopefully that your sister's dads were supportive and there for you too. It has to take a rotten motherfucker to go visit a child and not show the other child love. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who a child is. It could be my enemy's child. I'm feeding that child. I'm saving that child's life. Sacrificing my life for children. That's I don't give a fuck. I hope they supported you. That sucked. And it hurts to see somebody else's dad supporting him and not yours. But if you're a dad, it'll make you a better dad. You know, those trials and tribulations, that shit's hard as fuck. But hopefully, I pray that shit made you stronger, cuz. I couldn't relate not having my dad. He was a single father, raised my siblings, and adopted my cousins. Cold nigga. Cold nigga. That's vicious. Nigga, I'm telling you, like in my house, when my house is full of my nieces, my nephews, my kids, and I feel complete. That's when I feel my best. When I have all the kids in my household, I feel like, okay, they're in one place that I can protect. I'll be feeling complete, nigga, like complete joy, complete happiness, because my family is here. My sister. You don't like Flacco and his philosophy towards street dudes? He don't have no philosophy. He don't know no street dudes. Flacco is just winging it when it comes to the streets. I'm from the streets. There's a shit that I don't know about the streets. You don't, just because you from one place don't mean you know everything about everything, nigga. And adults that are mean to kids, that's some whole other shit. Like that's people that are mean to old people too. Be beating old people and shit. Hold on, I want Chavo TV. I want to answer your shit. It's always two sides of a coin. T-Rail put motherfuckers on a platform, and from what his coworkers say, he's dedicated and responsive. Wait, T-Rail does a lot of a little weird shit, bro, and it's always two sides of a coin. Seen T-Rail put motherfuckers on a platform, and from what his coworkers say, he's dedicated and responsible. Catch 22. So what do you expect Cuz to be? Perfect? What do you expect him to be? Everybody got little weird shit about them. Everybody got little quirks and shit about them. We accept people for who they are. Everybody is a work in progress. So fucking what? You get to see Cuz on the internet for 2 hours, 3 hours, and this and that. You don't know Cuz. People don't really know people until you get to deal with them in real life. We got to stop holding people accountable to shit that we don't know them to be accountable to. You got a standard for a motherfucker that they may not ever have shown you to be capable of meeting. He does a lot of weird shit. Nigga, everybody do weird shit. Nigga, I be tripping sometimes too. I'm not saying he's weird, but nigga, everybody got something going on with him. Nigga, but I tell you what, the nigga's doing more good than bad. Nah, I fucking love that shit. Yeah, Dizzy. Or, I don't know. I definitely agree, but like Rio stated, regardless of the situation between the parents, be present for the kids because they didn't ask to be there. You could be present for the kids. You could go visit them at school. You could get a note to go sit in your kid's class or to go have lunch with them. You could literally go to school, sign a note, and bring your kid lunch and have lunch with them. It's no excuse not to be in your kid's life. No excuse. It's really none. Unless you a vegetable laying on a couch and you can't move. Speaking facts, reals, the streets, David Goggins, motivational speaker. Oh shit. Man, stop hating on T-Rail. Stop hating on anybody. If you got the time to hate, if you got enough energy to keep hating on somebody, you got enough energy to hate on yourself. Are you hating on yourself? What's wrong with you? Whoever is in there hating on T-Rail, why don't you put in the message, put what is the number one thing wrong with you? I used to be a flirtatious, adulterous ass nigga. I was not faithful. I didn't value sex, nigga. That was what's wrong with me. What's wrong with you? Whoever's in there hating, I don't know who it is. Whoever it is hating, tell us what's the number one thing wrong with you. What do you need to work on about yourself? You got to have something wrong with you. Everybody got something wrong with you. You want to point out everybody else's flaws and faults, but we're putting our shit on display. What's wrong with you? Really, whoever is saying that, who was saying something was wrong with T-Rail, I want them to go in here and say what's wrong with them. What would you tell somebody that's dealing with you in a relationship before they deal with you? What would you warn them about yourself? I don't have super chats yet. I'm trying to get but the Stream Elements link up here that's pinned at the top, you could contribute or donate there. I have not monetized yet. I think hopefully after this live it gets enough views, hopefully I'll be monetized. Hopefully. A lot of hater energy comes from a place of projection. Feel sorry for a lot of them people because they're not happy with themselves. Very true. Very true. It comes from projection, but it comes from a place of insecurity. It's also from a place of insecurity that they haven't dealt with on their own. They haven't acknowledged it. You know what I mean? Like the AAA. Assess, address, and adjust your behavior. What's wrong with you? Why did that happen? Now let me adjust this shit because it's unacceptable. hating and all that shit, it's not cool. But you know when somebody is doing that or are quick to judge and hate, it's something going on. And we give them grace. You give your haters grace. Guess what? I love haters on me, like my own haters. I love my own haters. You know why? Because they help me grow. Haters will point out some shit that's fucked up about you. You know what I mean? But they just not talking to the good shit about you. They may point out the only talk about your faults and never talk about what's good about you. But by them pointing out your faults, I use all that shit. I use all that shit and use it to make me better. So haters, thank you for pointing out what's wrong with me. Because if I acknowledge it and I agree, I'm gonna fix that shit. Keep hating. Do it in whatever fashion form you want to, but I'm gonna get better. By you hating, you building me to be stronger. Y'all also use haters like that. It's your birthday. Why would you do that? Like, I'm not about to shout out your birthday if you got some like clever racist shit in your thing. Like, that's so immature. It's like not even funny. It's like, damn, how immature and childish are you? You want me to read your name so that I can say something racist about my own people? And would that make you laugh? That's what entertains you? Hee hee ha ha. I'm a little goober ass nigga that says stupid shit. And I have a whole profile name that I want people. Nigga, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? What's your issue? Let's talk about it. This ain't the place for that, man. Get over yourself. Because it's hate. So how is it hate? Because it's in the manner of which somebody says something. It's in the manner of which somebody only sees the flaws in you and not the good in you. So if you're a person, how is it hate? So who just said, how is it hate? I'm going to say that. I don't know your name, but how is it hate? So say if we work together, me and you, we work together and I do good things all day long, right? I'm being good. I'm doing my shit right or whatever. And the only thing you acknowledge is my mistakes. Yeah, but he did this wrong. Da, da, da. And you continuously only touch on what I did wrong or my flaws or my faults. And you're not speaking life into what I'm doing good. Or you're not countering your hate with saying, hey, you know you're doing this wrong, but if you do it this way, this will help you in this area. You can be more efficient if you do it this way. I've been noticing that you've been kind of slacking here and you're not that good in this area, but this is how you get stronger. Are you actually offering help in your hate? It could be an observation. Observations are not hate. But if it comes off in a manner where you're just like, you know what hate is? Hate is different than an observation. Come on, and an opinion. We all adults here. Let's act like it. Yeah, this is an adult atmosphere. This ain't no room for no nerds and goobers. I do like nerds and goobers. It's for everybody. But if you on some ugly negative shit, just go on. Go somewhere else where that's welcomed or it's appreciated. It ain't appreciated here. This ain't the platform where people are gonna laugh and think that shit is cute. Take your little sensitive, cute ass somewhere else. But yeah, man. Ram Rios with the game winner. It's Raider Rios, guys. You see the hat? Come on, man. Stop it. Come on. And yet, so I should have a coffee with Rios drop in on Monday. Damn, it did 2 hours. I should have a coffee with Rios drop in Monday. And I have a couple subjects I want to touch on. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm gonna have coffee at Hilltop Coffee. And there's a bunch of coffee shops out here. Sip and Sonder. There's some in Long Beach. I'm gonna be hitting. There's one in Compton. I'm gonna hit them all up. And we're gonna and if I get this travel trailer, I'm gonna be hitting all kinds of places. Driving to Seattle and being in nice places, beautiful places, enjoying coffee and having a story and editing. It's gonna be proper. I don't think there's nobody out there doing what I plan on doing. And we all gonna grow together, man. We all gonna be successful together. We're gonna support each other. Y'all gonna be able to talk about the shit that y'all do. And I'm gonna be able to talk about the shit that I do. I'm gonna be able to shout y'all out. Shout out Suave. Look at this shit. The logo, the everything. Niggas hooking me up, helping me with the Streamlabs and how to put the stream elements and pin it up top. Like little simple shit like that. I don't know how to do. Family over everything. And it's who you choose to be your family. It's who you say your family is also. Conventions is coming. Mary's dad, how can you separate comments from the hate when you with intelligence? What I get, oh man, Pun's birthday dinner. This full AD had everything, all kinds of seafood, all kinds of. I think I had a steak and lobster mac. Shit was bomb and maestros. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, LW, for the sub, for the subscription. Shout out Suave, of course. Respect Suave all the time, man. What's up, Roachka? So I hit my 2 hour mark. You know what I mean? I could keep going, but I feel like I'm just spewing. You know what I mean? If there's anything else y'all want to talk about, go ahead, put it in here. It'll be like the last topic. Who's gonna be my first guest on Coffee with Rios? It's a few. I haven't decided which one it's gonna be, but it's gonna be family first. Just like you said, family first. Family is everything. Um, and I feel like it's some shit about my family that y'all don't know. It's and I create a safe space where people can share and you guys can get to know a different side of them. And I think it'd be valuable for them to share that because I think it will help a lot of y'all too. It's not just about having, oh, this person with this many followers or this person with this. I'm not about that. I'm not about the money. I'm not about fame and fortune. I'm about getting the message out and what I think can benefit us, the 340 people that are in here right now. What can my next thing do to benefit us the most? That's all I give a damn about. That's all I care about is us getting better and us growing as a community and getting RVs and driving out camping. We have some camping trips and go do some shit and go fish and go live life like together. Like let's go experience life together on some positive shit. That's what I'm about. But yeah, my wife for sure. But it's gonna be family, brothers. Like I think it's gonna be so dope. You guys have no idea. Yeah, real relationships that have gone through shit. Fucking lovely from oh shit. Fuck. Shout it out. What's it? What is it? Lovely. What's the website or the pod? Dang it. Oh man, what is her thing? Well, she says she likes fucking lovely says she likes relationships that have been through stuff and have real relationships. And I think the reason why you like that shit or why we all appreciate those relationships is because those relationships are stronger because they actually had to get through some shit. They've been challenged. They didn't just stop and quit at the first obstacle. At the first resistance, they left. Like, oh no, I'm out of here. This is we. The relationships that stuck it through and fought through for their love and for God and the promise that they made, even if they're not married in a relationship, but those relationships where they stick it through, they so strong because who wants to leave something that they worked so hard to fix? I put all this work in. I did all this shit. I'm not leaving. I love this lady. Like those relationships that make it through stuff, the perfect relationships where they on like just like, oh, they don't make it past the first thing. They don't make it past the first. It's not. They don't value that. Let's put up with it. Let's get stronger. Let's get better. Let's build together. Niggas leave relationships faster than they leave a fucking job, nigga. Job been treating them like shit for years, nigga, decades. They still there collecting the check. But as soon as they relationship, somebody do some shit there, I'm out. But they putting up with shit all day. Motherfucker said people are willing to swallow the cow but won't swallow a pill. All day long, you dealing with shit all day long. Just taking it. And then the moment that your significant other say something and ask you to accept something, you're like, nah, I ain't dealing with that shit. Is because you done dealt with shit all day and now you taking it out on that person. Nah. Treat them bad. Xander. Nothing is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Not a damn thing. But imperfection is beautiful. Imperfection is beautiful. We're all individuals. Out of billions of people, there's no one like you. Out of billions of people that have died, there's not another you. Out of all the people living and out of all the people that died, nigga, there's not another you. Fucking lovely. Only way you and your dude split up is in a body bag. Oh my God. I hear that. Yay, you gotta be dedicated to your shit, man. Like relationships are valuable, man. It's an investment for real. Even if she cheated, nigga, who are we not to give people grace? Y'all niggas value sex and cheating so much. What about if somebody kills somebody? What if somebody's just a bad person that you with and you deal with them, but the moment that they cheat, oh, that's a wrap. They cheated, they fuck. But that's your own pride. That's your own ego, because it embarrassed you. So I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Cheating is where I draw the line. But the motherfucker is just a foul ass nigga, foul ass woman, been doing dirty shit their whole life and scamming and doing this. But you with them. You with that person. But the moment they cheat, yeah, that's where I draw the line. Really? Like, I have a whole nother opinion on sex and like what people are like. Come on, get out of here. People put up with like, that's the same thing. Niggas willing to swallow the cow but won't swallow the pill. Nigga been treating people wrong your whole relationship, or she been treating people wrong your whole relationship, treating her mom, dad wrong, cursing out people, treating them bad. And then he cheat and it's like, yeah, I can't deal with that. But you could deal with a person that treats everybody bad, has a horrible soul. Nigga, good people cheat. Good people make mistakes, nigga. Nigga, do I think I'm good enough to talk through tomorrow? You think you're man enough to talk through it? Or are you finna bounce? I'm good. I'm man enough to talk through anything. I'm man enough to talk through anything. Who's to say if she cheated, she's not like, you know what? Actually, I want to leave. What if it's not even you that's like, nah, nigga, you gotta go? What if the person who cheated on you is like, nigga, I'm out? Are you gonna fight for it? Or you just gonna let it go? Nigga, it's such value in individual people. My wife is so bomb, nigga. My wife is literally the best person that I've met. She's the best person I ever met. Nigga, ain't nothing I'm not gonna do to try to maintain that and keep her. Nigga, what? Cheating. Nigga, I feel like I met an angel, nigga. Angels fuck up. That's on you. Nah. But Freddie, are you married? Niggas cheat all day. They accept us for that shit. My wife ain't cheating on me. Nigga, I do a lot, nigga. But I do give my wife, if my wife makes a mistake, I give her grace. I give everybody grace, nigga. I'm about to let nobody else have my wife, nigga. Motherfucker fixed my whole life and still helping me grow, nigga. Right. Who said that? Fred? Is that Trey? Women cheat because they fall in love with another man. I think so. And I think women cheat when nigga is slipping. You're not doing your job. Your woman ain't gonna cheat if you're doing your job. Satan was an angel. But what is he now? What is Satan now? Gonna be a bunch of single motherfuckers out here. Yeah, after a certain point of being disrespected, yeah. After a certain time of people not valued, if you're not valued in your relationship, she's cheating because you're not valued. Yeah, nigga, you gotta like, you gotta have your own boundaries. You gotta have your own relationship. I got my own relationship. Y'all have what y'all have, nigga. I built a $1 million empire on mine. Yeah, angel in control of demons, Trey. What are you talking about, nigga? You he's still an angel. He's a fallen angel. You right. He's a motherfucking devil, nigga. Oh man, I cannot wait till this nigga get his life fucking going, cuz the shit that we talk about, oh man. And we all don't share the same views. Nigga, like we don't all share the same exact views, which makes it so bomb. And my nigga Dre, that nigga is telling the truth. That's his opinion. He that's him. And I have my opinion. Nigga, but we accept each other. That's like, niggas, I don't get how people that are Democrats and Republicans don't get along or they can't talk to each other because they share a difference of opinion. Nobody's going to get better if we don't talk through shit. Like, yeah, I see your point of view. Trey quiet, but when he do pop off, he's fucking funny. He be dropping some lethal shit like, deal with that, nigga. Oh, shit. All right, man. I'm out of here. I fuck with y'all, man. I'm gonna start putting out the schedule for my live and for Coffee with Rio so that we can all be on the same page. And there we are, man. But I appreciate y'all. I fuck with y'all. Go out there, help somebody. Remember, be a helping hand to somebody. Don't overlook those in need. You know, we have more than enough. We have abundance. Let's share it, and it could be just a conversation. Let's spread the love. Let's be positive. But I fuck with y'all, man. All right. Aceboyrios, Coffee with Rios coming soon. Aceboy Trey shit is coming out. Aceboy Manny shit is coming out. Trey's about to go live. I think probably maybe tomorrow. Hey Trey, when you going live, cuz? Is he still in here? Yeah. Trey, when you going live, nigga? I'm gonna see if he gonna answer. I think tomorrow. Let's see if I'm gonna see if Trey and Suave let me get in on they gaming. They be playing Call of Duty because they don't let me play because I'm so much better than them. Yeah. The nigga not gonna answer. Come on, nigga. When you going live? He going live soon. So Trey going live soon. Manny is coming back. He's got his cooking shit. We're doing a lot of shit. Look at this nigga. That nigga. Oh shit. Come on, man. Let's get a date, man. Tell us the date that you go live. We got enough, man. We saw yet last year the Raiders had enough in their QB last year. We had a good year with the QB that they had. They had Garoppolo, Connell, nigga, like they have enough to have a good season. What? Whatever, nigga. All right, yeah, for real. Yeah, Warzone. Yeah, I'm way better than Trey Call of Duty, but I be trying to teach Suave some shit, you know. But they not fucking with me in Call of Duty. That's why they don't let me play. But we'll see. We got so much content coming up. I'm excited for it, but for real, I'm out.